So will be certainly what we call the black swans, the unpleasant surprises which will come in our way. Because
2024 may be the year of a black swan event. This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict. There are a number of concerns that I have that factor into that. Not only this sort of enduring heightened threat level that we're facing, the wars in Israel, also Ukraine, and we're so divided in this country in ways that we haven't seen before. And I think that just creates fertile ground for our adversaries like North Korea, China, and Iran. And that's what concerns me most.
Greetings, friends. Friends, Bible prophecies are fulfilling rapidly, and most of us are not ready. And we are also not ready for the soon coming of Jesus Christ. But uncertainties are before us. The only certainty that we have is the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. But there's no certainty in this world. Everything is coming to an end. And they themselves are telling us that. The elites are saying it, and men and women, thinking men and women upon this earth are also showing us what's coming. So Ellen White says this is going to happen. You're going to see men, thinking men and women upon this earth will be showing us. Let me show you some of this quickly, that what Ellen White says here. It says here that the present is a time of overwhelming interest to all living, rulers and statesmen, men who occupy position of trust and authority. Thinking men and women of all classes have their attention fixed upon the events taking place about us. They are watching the relations that exist among the nations. They observe the intensity that is taking possession of every earthly element, and they recognize that something great and decisive is about to take place, that the world is on the verge of a stupendous crisis. So thinking men and women are, telling us, showing us what is coming. We are not in any gray area of what's coming upon this earth. We are not left. God does not do anything without revealing it to us first. We are to prepare. Listen to what this man is saying. Klaus Schwab, they're the ones that are planning these things. So we must get ready for the very soon return of Jesus Christ. Get ready. Black swan events are coming. And then listen to the woman here, what she is saying too. Events in 2024. Black swan events are coming. No food, no internet, no electricity, World War III, collapse of the economy. These are the black swan events. Cyber attack and more viruses. They are creating these things. The movies are doing predictive programming like leaving the world behind and civil unrest. All these things are coming. These are the black swans events that Klaus Schwab was talking about when he said black swan events coming that will take us by surprise. So friends, we must get ready. We are to prepare to meet the Lord Jesus Christ because black swan events are before us. Now the question is that, okay, so we know that they are doing this, right? We know that black swan events are before us. They said that, and the thinking men and women upon this earth are telling us that too. They are saying they have their eyes fixed upon the things that are transpiring in this world, and they are telling us global economic collapse in 2024, events as you have never seen before, all kind of threat that are coming in 2024 and onwards. They are telling us these things. So since we know all of that, what are you doing to prepare for these events? You're going to just sit down and listen to what they say and do nothing about it? Then you're going to die. You're going to die in these events. If you do not do anything and to help yourself, you're going to die in these events. You know that it's coming. You know, you've seen what they themselves are saying, the elites, and you're seeing what the thinking men and women upon this earth are saying and telling us what is coming. Now, what are you doing to prepare for these events and for the soon return of Jesus Christ? Are you still going to sit down in the city and think that God is going to protect you there? Cities will be ruined. Ellen White says that many cities will be ruined. New York, London, Brisbane, all these cities, LA, all over the world, cities will be ruined, according to Ellen White. So, but God, He knows this beforehand by His providence. God knows that these things are coming, and God told us what to do. So we are not left in the dark of what to do. God has told us what to do. We must go to the countryside quickly. And if you are not there yet, you ought to make these moves quickly to the countryside. You ought to move there quickly. Events are coming so fast, and we are not ready for these events. Look again what Ellen White says: the calamities by land and sea, the unsettled state of society, the alarms of war, the pretentious. They forecast the approaching events of greatest magnitudes. The agencies of evil are combining their forces and consolidating. They are strengthening for the last great crisis. Great changes are soon to take place in our world, and the final movement will be rapid ones. The final movements, we are here. The final movements gonna start shooting off in 2024 and onwards, and we still debating whether to leave the city or not. We're still sitting in churches listening to those wolves in the church, and the wolves are deceiving the people to stay in the city. Friends, you ought to take your Bible and study it and look at what thinking men and women are saying upon this earth. It is time to get out. The armies of Jerusalem, the armies are surrounding us, just like when they surrounded Jerusalem. We are here. First siege is already passed. We are coming into the second one now. And friends, you ought to get out quickly. You ought to secure a solitary place in the mountains quickly and start growing food. You are running out of time. You do not have a lot of time to do this. You must make these moves quickly. That's why thousands and thousands of Adventists will be ruined. Thousands will be ruined in the churches because they sit in the churches and listen to the wolves spewing lies upon them, vomit. It says here, let me read this one here. The world is becoming more and more lawless. Soon great troubles will arise among the nations, troubles that will not cease until when? Until the coming of Jesus Christ. So we must get ready, prepare. Black swan events are before us. They are saying it. They are telling us these things are coming. You're going to wake up in black swan events. No food, no internet, no electricity, cyber attack, civil unrest. What you going to do in the city when civil unrest is in the city, when civil unrest breaks out next year, and you see violence in the city with you and your family? You should be out of there. You had this warning so many years ago. God has told us to get out. But we've been sitting in the churches listening lies from those pastors and elders and leaders of the church. And so all of the denominations are in deception, and most of them are going to die in the destruction, because they can't see what's going on. And many of us, we know, we can see it. We share these videos all over. We're sharing, look what Obama movie is saying, and look what civil unrest movies that is coming out next year is saying. And yet we don't do anything about it. We share these movies and look, people, look what's coming. And yet we sit down in the city and think that God is going to protect us, when God told us what to do before. God has told us, if you're continuing to sit in the city and not make a move, because you know why? You do not have the faith to make this move. That's why you're still sitting there. You're still receiving your salary. You still have a house and it's warm, and you do not want to leave that. You're going to die like Lot's wife. You will die if you do not make this move quickly. Time is running out. You should be in a solitary place, in the mountains, in the wilderness. You should be growing your food. You should be setting up a refuge to take care of yourself and your family. And if you're not doing that, maybe it's because you are not concerned about you and your family. You know, friends, the end is right upon us. Terrible crises are before us. The Black Swan events that they are talking about is right before us. So, friends, get ready. Get ready. The things that are happening in this world is showing us that Jesus is soon to come, and we're going to see troubles as you have never seen before. Get ready for the Black Swan events. 2024 is the events gonna accelerate, because they are working on a 7-year cycle, or 7-year plan. They have until 2030 to accomplish their agenda. So you're gonna see cutting off of fossil fuel. All this is Black Swan events. That's what Klaus Schwab said. He says Black Swan events, plural. Because they're the ones behind it. So get ready. We must get ready. We must seek solitary places quickly. You ought to leave the job. Leave it. Get out. If you're receiving a job, money, and you're wondering how you're going to survive, you got to trust God. Leave that job quickly. Get out. That's what you got to do. Seek a solitary place quickly, else you will die like those Jews in the destruction of Jerusalem. Life was too good. They didn't want to forsake the salary. They didn't want to forsake their nice home. They didn't want to give up the comfort. So they died inside. They all died. Only the faithful ones that left and flee into the mountains, those were the one God protected. They were faithful ones inside of this Jerusalem too, but they were too comfortable, so they died. Well, what makes you think that God is going to protect you in the city if you know all these things and yet you refuse to act upon it? God is not going to take care of you if you refused and rebelled against what God is saying. You know these information. You know everything was happening. You know what's coming. You're sharing the videos and not doing nothing. Friends, we ought to wake up. Wake up. Time is running out so fast. The final events will be rapid ones. So God help us. Lord, have mercy upon us. Friends, the Lord bless you, and get ready. The Lord bless you and keep you.